Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. In this Addon Spotlight we're gonna look at the Dassault Dornier Carreidas 16, which is a jet, which is work in progress. Last update was up, I would say, I think in March, so it's already some time ago. And you can see from the outside that there is still some work to do, right? So if you look at the cockpit, it's completely grey, so you can't look inside the cockpit. But some other parts of the aircraft are really detailed, like all the say warnings on it, right? You can see it. In addition to that, if you look at the pops, you can see them here, but not on the entire aircraft. Other than that, you can see the usage, right? You can see that the aircraft is being used, so that's cool to see. So let's see if the wings are working. So you can see that they're, I would say, moving. So that's good. So this works perfectly. And also if we drop the flaps, that works good. So let's go inside and let's have a look at the cockpit. And the cockpit, it contains a nice map here, but you can see that there is some work to do, which is, I would say, kind of expected of a version 0.5. So don't be, I would say, under the expectation that the aircraft is completely finished, because there's some work to do. At least I would say the basic instruments are there, right? You can see the altitude, you can see a compass here, you can see the barometer, which is shown here, and we can see the acceleration, and here's the view, I would say, I guess, and there are some buttons here which can be used, so that's kind of cool. So let's go airborne, remove the parking brake, and then directly starts to drive, as you can see. So probably they will update the instrument here. So here we go. We're going airborne. We need to be a bit careful that we don't increase the altitude too much, because that will stress the aircraft too much.
Tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
So when we're airborne, let's check if all the instruments are working. As you can see, they're working, right? It's increasing here. Let's see if the other ones are working. Doesn't look like, right? You can see the compass is not moving yet. Speedometer works. View also works. It's sort of moving, I think. And we've got this small display here. Let me move around. And here you can see a partial display being seen. Say it requires some work, more work to make it better. But again, it's work in progress. Other than that, it works, right? There are some limitations. For example, you can't do gear up. Doesn't work. Flaps are working, so basic flight is working, but there's a lot of work to do. If you want to give, I would say, this fighter a try, or this jet a try, you can do it, but you need to, I would say, set the correct expectations, right? So don't be under the impression that it works completely, because there's some work to do. But it's good to see that this fighter is being developed. It's one of those fighters, right? As we saw recently, Asobo and Microsoft are also coming with some fighters later this year, in correlation with a movie which is being released. So that's cool. There are also some other fighters like the Typhoon and some other third-party fighters which do cost some money. So if you are a real fighter fan, then you can consider this one, but keep in mind that you might be better off buying one of the third-party fighters which are far more advanced in development and are, say, having all the functionality which you would expect. Here it goes. It flies nicely, right? So we can use it. but there are some limitations. Here ends this video. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.